Hello and welcome to Chronically Overdressed. I'm Christine the Glambassador. Holy moly, my hair has grown exponentially since this morning. It's really stormy and humid out today and my hair is not liking it, but it is what it is. Okay, so today I am going to finally tackle my closet purge. This has been a long time coming. I've done small clean outs here and there over the last couple of years, but I haven't really done like a major cull of my closet in a really long time. It's such a daunting task that I just keep putting it off, and I didn't really know what to do with the clothes that were still really good. I donate a lot of stuff. I mean, from my house and my clothes and everything. So I did start an Instagram page, and I was selling things on Instagram, but it's really a pain in the butt. So I started doing Poshmark a couple of years ago, or a year ago or so. And although, I don't make a lot of money off of it, which that's not the reason I do it, but they make it so easy. They really do. So I think I'm going to just continue to use Poshmark to sell my stuff. I do have a pile already of clothes that I'm going to donate, but most everything I think I'm going to try and sell on Poshmark. And if it sits there for a long time and it doesn't sell, then I'll go ahead and donate it. It's not a big deal. I wanted to go through what my criteria is for what is going to, be set free from my wardrobe. So I feel that I really needed to create this criteria list for myself to keep me accountable for, really why I'm getting rid of a particular item. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what my criteria is for this big closet purge. Number one is fit. I want my clothes to be as unfussy and just uncomplicated as possible. And there's going to be times where you get an item that looks really cute, but it fits in a really weird way. And I'm not just talking about like the size no longer fits you. I'm talking about if sometimes the neckline is just too high and it's very uncomfortable. Or sleeves. I have an issue with sleeves. I've got a couple of dresses, even with Ishakti, where I've gotten them to be like 3/4 sleeves, and my big massage therapist forearms do not like 3/4 sleeves, or at least not tight ones. And so I wear the dress and I'm futzing with it a lot. I'm constantly having to move things around. I don't want to do that anymore. It's because I remember that and I'm like, I don't really want to deal with that and I don't want to wear it. So then it just sits in my closet. So I'm looking for things that, that just the fit itself is just not right. Obviously, if it no longer fits me as like a size, then that needs to go. But also like just specific details. If it has, the tight sleeves, if the waistline or the neckline is a little off, and also if the fabric doesn't feel right. There's definitely, I know, I can think of like 2 dresses right now that are absolutely beautiful and I love the cut and they fit everywhere else, but the fabric itself just isn't quite right. It's either too thin or it doesn't have the right movement to it. So that's also gonna go. And I basically when I put my clothing on, I don't want to think about it again until I have to take it off. I want my clothes to be just a part of me. I want to be able to move in them, and I want, a nice flow. So fit is a big one for me. What kind of goes along with the fit, but this one is a really separate issue for me, is the length of the hem for dresses and skirts. I used to really like my skirts and dresses to be either at or just below the knee. And as I've gotten older, I realize just how much I hate my knees. And so that mid-calf is really my preferred length. I think it just looks better on me. It doesn't cut off, my height or anything like that. The way I know some people think that the mid calf just kind of cuts you off. I'm 5'6". I'm not tall. I'm not short. But I really, really like that level of skirt. And I find that it's less likely to catch the air and kind of flip up when it's super windy out. I do have an issue with that big time. And so anything that's a little bit shorter, especially if it's like a full skirt, it just kind of flips up and and flies around and shows things that you don't want to be showing. And so I feel like if it's a little bit longer in that mid-calf area, the chances of it doing that are greatly diminished. Third criteria is style. We've all gone through our style evolutions. I definitely have. And I really want to make sure that my wardrobe reflects that. So that's going to be kind of one of the big things, is that, does this really fit into the style idea that I have for myself? Because, I'm not pinup, I'm not rockabilly, I'm not cottagecore, I'm not kitschy. I really love the, more authentic vintage style that's kind of casual, but I have a few pieces that if I were going out to a really nice event or restaurant that I could pull from and I would feel very comfortable in. And so, yeah, I want to just absolutely make sure that since I've refined my look and, my idea of what I want to look like, I need to make sure that my wardrobe is kind of living up to that as well. And finally, number 4, pockets. eShakti has absolutely ruined me for most other clothing lines that just, for some reason, refuse to consider pockets for women's clothing. If a dress does not have pockets, I tend just not to reach for it. I really do. So it has to have something very special. Whether, it's the style, the cut, whatever, that if it doesn't have pockets, it has to be something very special in order to stay in the wardrobe, because pockets have just become so important to me. And honestly, this is a plea to all of you clothing companies out there. Just add pockets. We need pockets. They're so important. They're super simple, and they're necessary. We absolutely need them. So please start adding pockets to your dresses and your skirts. Now, I will say that if there is an item that I can possibly add pockets to, because, I'm learning how to sew. I also have an amazing seamstress who can help me out and has helped me out in a few dresses. If I feel like I can add pockets to it, then I'll go ahead and keep it. Okay, well, that is my criteria list. So let's head on upstairs to my dressing room and start purging. Okay. Here we are in my dressing room, and it is really windy and stormy outside, so you might hear some some crazy wind going on around there. But I guess we're just gonna start with the beginning of the rainbow, and I'll start pulling stuff out and kind of showing you what I'm gonna get rid of. Okay, so I got this dress from eShakti a while ago, and I really love the embroidery on the collar and on the belt. but it's such a large, I don't know, it's got such a large waist, and when I try to cinch it up with the belt, it just ends up being really blousy, and it's just not comfortable. So I think this would be a beautiful dress for somebody else. So that's definitely gonna go onto the pile. Here's another one that it's slightly just too tight for me. I think it's a 2X20, but it's just really tight in the waist. And so I don't reach for it. And to be honest, I'm not loving sleeveless dresses anymore. Yeah, I would just prefer to have a little bit of sleeve on there, but it is a lovely dress. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect for spring. It's a really nice light, and it's long enough, so it does, tick all of those boxes. But yeah, it just fits just slightly too tight for me. So again, somebody else can love it. Okay, here's another, okay, this is a dress that kind of ticks a few of my criteria. So while it is lovely, I think it's a Hell Bunny. Yeah, it's a Hell Bunny dress. It's really cute. It's borderline kitsch for me. The apples on it, it's just a little too kitsch with the kind of lace collar. It does not have pockets, and it's really, really, really thin material. And so the few times that I have worn this dress, I remember even just like a slight gust of wind would just pick up the skirt. And yeah, so I just don't reach for it anymore. So this is one that, it's kind of on the border for me because it's a very pretty dress, but it doesn't have pockets. The length is a little short. It's a little kitsch for me, and the fabric just isn't to my liking. So somebody will love that. There's another E-Shakti dress that I have loved several times, but it is just too short. I don't think you can actually see. It's just right at my knees, and yeah, and again, it's sleeveless, but it's a lovely kind of botanical print on here, and it's a nice kind of a linen-y, kind of cotton linen fabric, so it's perfect for spring or summer, but it's just a little too short for me. I don't think I've ever worn this dress. I actually know for a fact I've never worn this dress. It is an E-Shakti dress, and it has kind of faux buttons on the top. The length is wonderful. It's a good kind of mid-calf. But the back of it has always been difficult for me because I can't wear a proper bra with the way the back is. And so it's uncomfortable. It doesn't have the right fit that I want. It is a lovely print. I like this like blush background with the beautiful floral. But again, it's sleeveless. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one away too. Okay, here's another example of the really, really thin fabric that it gets really clingy when, if I wear stockings or anything like that. Even if I douse myself in static cling, it gets really, really staticky and clingy. But it's a beautiful dress with, the ties. But this is one of those dresses that everything else works great except it's 3/4 sleeves, and my massive forearms just don't fit properly. And so I end up having to unbutton it, and then it just looks weird. So yeah, so this beauty is going to go as well. This is an old Lane Bryant dress. Gosh, I think I've had this for, I don't know, probably 15 years or so. And it is lovely. It's, I don't think it's a, yeah, it's a size 18-20. So, I mean, technically it could still fit me. It's just not my style anymore, and it doesn't have any pockets. So, bye-bye. This is a Lazy Bones. I don't think I've ever heard of. I think I got this on ModCloth. It is very cute. It fits a little weird for me in the neckline, and it doesn't have any pockets. And it's a very, very like full skirt. So and I think it might be a little, no, it's about a mid calf, like maybe just right underneath my knees. And so, yeah, a wind gust is definitely gonna bring that up, especially with the full skirt. So that one's gonna go too. This one makes me really sad. So this is the Katarina style from Collective, which is one of my favorite dresses. It's just favorite style of dresses. It fits me really well. It's just a classic shirt dress, and I have them in many different colors. But when I got this, I think this might have been one of those Collective ModCloth combinations. And I swear to God, the fabric, I know this is not going to sell it very well if I'm trying to sell this on Poshmark, but the fabric feels like a tablecloth, like one of those kind of plastic tablecloths. And it's really stiff, and just, yeah, it doesn't have the same kind of flow as the other Katarina dresses that I have. And I'm sad because I love yellow and I love, you know, check plaid or anything like that. But I've never worn it because I put it on and I felt really, really stiff. So if this is one that you have been looking for, it will be available to you shortly. Okay, so we've gotten through that section. We're going to move over to this whole section. So we're going to get to the greens, all of my blues, purples, and I don't think I really have anything in black that I'm going to get rid of because I like black. So, but we'll see. Okay, I think I bought this either right before I moved to Hawaii, or I think it was maybe as while I was in Hawaii. And it's an Alfred Shaheen with the collaboration they did with Unique Vintage, and it is a lovely, wonderful dress. But it is not my style. I think I bought it thinking I might have occasion to wear it while I was in Hawaii. But of course that never happened. So, and it's really beautiful. The color is great. And it fits really, really well, but it's just not me. I don't wear this, you know, kind of tropical Hawaiian stuff. So, yeah, it's a 4X, and it's actually the top part is kind of big on me, but it is a beautiful dress. And it has this lovely like side sash that I think there's buttons on the inside so you can move it around, and then there's like a halter string top. So I hope this will make somebody very happy. Never had an occasion to wear it, and I really don't see myself having any place to wear this or just being comfortable in it, because it's really not my style. So I hope somebody will love it. Here's another Ishakti dress that, again, is beautiful, really lovely. It is a good length, and it does have pockets, but this style, I got this years ago, before I really understood how the customization was working. And it's one of those like super boat neck, and so like the shoulders come all the way out, and then I can't wear a proper bra with it, and I cannot wear a strapless bra. My boobs cannot hold up a strapless bra. So I've never been able to wear it because I can't wear a proper bra with it. But it is lovely. It's this beautiful kind of olive green on top, and I don't even know what this fabric is, but these gorgeous flowers on the skirt, and then it does come with a belt, which is nice. So hopefully somebody else will be able to love this, because it is a gorgeous dress. Here's another one where it's just the fit is not right. It is a little short for me, and it has kind of a fuller skirt, and it's very, very it's a light fabric. It is lined, but it's very, very deep, has a very, very deep V. And I actually wore this to see Michael Bublé one year, but I remember being really self-conscious in it because I was constantly, I think I even had to like pin the front of it because it was so low, and it has a really low back too. So I had a difficult time finding a bra that would fit properly to hold me. But it's lovely. It's kind of an olive green and has little black swallows on it. So it's very cute. Yeah, this will be a nice dress for somebody. This is an old Miss Candy Floss dress. It's a little shirt dress. It's kind of a mint green stripe, but yeah, it doesn't have pockets. And does it have pockets? It does not have pockets. And yeah, it's just not really my style. It's a little 50s for me, I guess, and I just don't reach for it. So she goes too. Okay, so this is a Trashy Diva. You can tell I just got it dry cleaned not too long ago. I actually wore this in Venice. It's the Venice print. And I liked it. For some reason, this cut, like the collar, is really, really wide, and it feels very 70s to me. And if I recall, yeah, only one side has a pocket, which is just weird to me. I do not understand why companies do. And the pocket's like not really even worth anything. So I've only worn this one time in Venice. So, and it's, you know, it's a nice light fabric, but it's a big full skirt. And yeah, I'm not gonna wear this again. I know that. It only has one pocket, and I really just, I don't care for the really wide collar. So it's going on the pile. I didn't think I had any more pinup girl items. I had sold off a lot of my pinup girl clothing, but I do. I have one last one. I think I might have a couple of tops that I am going to get rid of. These do have pockets, or this does have pockets on, they kind of like sit on the side. They're not fully in line, but It has a felt. It's just not my style anymore. I don't really like the sleeveless. And for being for being like a summery kind of dress with sleeveless, it's a really heavy fabric. But it is a really, full skirt. And so, very circle skirt. It's got the zipper down the back. But yeah, I just don't reach for it. I don't wear this, so on the pile. This purple one from eShakti, I had it customized because it's kind of a little bit of a sheath dress. And it has some frills on the bottom, but it doesn't have pockets. I don't think. No, it doesn't have pockets. It's just not my style. I really don't know why I do this. I see it on on the model and I think, oh, that's really cute. And it sure is. It's a very cute dress, but it's not me. And I started a really bad habit of, when I was living in Germany, of not returning things that either didn't fit or I didn't like, because it was just such a hassle to return things. Like 90% of the time, more than that, probably 99.9% of the time, I'm shopping online. And so just, to get everything repackaged and send it back for a refund or a credit, I don't know. It just became really, really daunting to me. And so I developed a really bad habit of just not sending stuff back. And then, I end up with a closet full of, not full, but a closet of stuff that I'm just not wearing. So, and that was definitely one of them. It looked really cute on the model, but not so much once it got to me. So, okay, so that's all the dresses. I'm going to go through some of my tops and skirts next. So when I was unpacking, I did a kind of a quick cull of things that I just knew right off the bat weren't going to fit, or I just didn't wear anymore. So a lot of my shirts and skirts already got kind of pulled, but I do want to do a little bit more of a deep dive. So I don't know how much I'm going to actually have in this section, but let's figure it out. Okay, so this is one of my favorite types of styles of shirts. It's from Heyday Vintage, but unfortunately I got the wrong size. This is an 18 and I really need a 20. I've worn it before, like under sweaters and stuff, because it like just barely buttons up over my boobs. But it's just, it's tight and it's uncomfortable. But if you are looking for just a really good basic type of shirt that, collar, like really nice collar, I think this is the Martha from Heyday Vintage. And it is a great top. I have a couple other ones that actually do fit. But yeah, I think hopefully they'll come out with more of just these solid colors, because I'd really like to get a white one, because I really like the collar on them. So here's an old eShakti top that's just kind of a cotton, got a bit of a stretch to it. I've only worn it like 3 times, I think, and it's not something I'm gonna wear again. Here's a top that I've had for a really long time. I think I got this at Kohl's a million years ago. It's very sparkly, totally not my style anymore. So yeah, that can go away. I have no idea why I bought this. It's from Land's End. It's just a kind of white ruffle. I can't think for the life of me what I would wear this with. It's a 3/4 sleeve, so it's not even a full sleeve. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I have this in blue too. I don't know. That needs to go. Yep, there it is in blue. Okay, matching set. What was I thinking? Well, skirts, pretty much okay on the skirts. There's one, this one. Again, I love this skirt. It's a beautiful, you know, kind of tropical print. Is this from, yep, this is from Betty Page by Tatiana, and it just doesn't fit. The waist is just slightly too small, and it's just uncomfortable, and it doesn't have pockets. So this beautiful baby is gonna go to somebody new. So this was the first time I've ever done this closet purge. I didn't really feel comfortable trying everything on. And honestly, I don't have the energy to do it. I know that's what a lot of, I see a lot of people do on YouTube. But, you know, I hope this format was okay for you. I didn't know how to really put this together. So, I'm just kind of winging it here. So I apologize if it was a little, you know, crazy and, you know, kind of strange, but this is just the way that I was able to put it together. I still have some shoes to go through, and I'm going to take my time on the hats because I want to do a little bit more research on some of them to, you know, see where I'm going to sell them, if I'm going to sell them on Poshmark or if I'm going to try to sell them on some of the, you know, vintage sell sites on Facebook. But I will let you guys know. The shoes I'll definitely still sell on Poshmark. And yeah, I've got a few accessories that I really need to go through. I'm going to get rid of some of my brooches and just ones that I just, you know, I don't wear, I don't reach for, and I've got plenty. Okay, so I'm done with this part of the closet purge. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on my closet purge journey. But I hope that you check out my Poshmark. I'm going to be adding some shoes and hats and other accessories. But I just ask that you be patient with me because it is a big task and it's going to take me a while to, you know, to photograph everything and write descriptions and measure everything. So it is going to take me a while, but I promise that I'm going to be diligent with it and I'm going to keep putting things up there. I'm going to try to space them out as much as possible so I have, you know, some shoes, some hats, some other accessories in addition to my clothing as well. So hopefully you can find something that works for you, and I would love for you to give some of my items a new home and love them just as much as I have. Okay, I will see you again soon. Bye.